The horses do not seem to be happy, our horses. The fires, Agnihotra fires in our side seem not to be resplendent anymore. These are all not good omens. They always carry their Agnihotra fire with them wherever they go. Purohit has to be there to take care of them. The dhuni, as I say. The dhuni, which especially here in South, it is very, very traditional and proper. The North dhuni is more mystic. And the sadhus, the nagas, etc., have dhuni with them all the time. And the dhuni is like their guru, guide, philosopher, friend, everything for them. They keep it alight, and they know everything from that. The dhuni will warn them of danger. The dhuni will tell them of coming of raids. The dhuni will tell them from that they will know the coming of someone before it happens. All that. So the Agnihotra fires seem to have lost the resplendence, says Drona. The horses and the other animals are looking up at the sun, and they are all making alarming noises. Crows are hiding inside the flags of the chariot. This is not a good sign. The bird signs, shakunams, are bad. Foxes, for no reason, are seen to be running through our army, weeping. This forebodes great bhaya, fear. Hey Kauravas, your hair is turning on end. The sun is getting to be seen to be dull. All the omens are bad. These are signs that massive destruction is going to take place. Oh, Duryodhana, these are terrible signs. Vultures are settling down in all around the army, waiting. Meteorite stones, fire stones are falling from the sky. Today, you will see your army smashed by Arjuna. And you will be in torment. Look, Duryodhana, your soldiers have lost heart. Nobody wants to fight. Here's what I suggest you do. They had rounded up all the cattle of the Matsya Desha, on that side. Yes, now, send the cows to Hastinapura. Like rounding up all the oil tankers. Send the tankers to, wherever. They send the cows to Hastinapura quickly. And let us decide the battle plan. Duryodhana replied, "O Acharya, I have told this to you before and I shall tell it again. I feel happy repeating this point. Remember the conditions that we had set for exile to the Pandavas. 12 plus 1. Plus 1 is Agyatavasa, and if we have managed to locate the Pandavas, any one of them, Arjuna in this case, before the Agyatavasa is completed, they have lost their sight of the deal. So they have to do 12 years of forest exile and 1 year of Agyatavasa once more. The Pandavas are greedy for power, and so they have forgotten the conditions. Or is it that we are mistaken? Let Pitamaha Bhishma tell us whether Agyatavasa is over or is it still on. In any case, if we do have a battle in our hands, then where is the problem? Why are Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya, Ashwathama, and others sitting quietly in their chariots? Let me announce one and all here. If any soldier wants to flee from battle, I tell you, my arrows will tear you apart first. Then Karna spoke. Karna said, O king, to Duryodhana. Yeah. Just put this Dronacharya in the back seat. Put him in the background. He knows nothing except to praise Pandavas always. He knows nothing except to demotivate our men. Why, I ask you, should we men be scared of omens and such? What does it matter what sound a horse makes? What if there is a tornado? And what if the sky darkens? What if foxes howl? Fox will howl. These are natural things. Caused by nature, all these things. What has Arjuna got to do with them? Acharyas are by nature compassionate people who try to avoid violence. You should not ask them for advice in times of armed conflict and fear. Prasadeshu vichitreshu goshtishu pavaneshu cha katha vichitra kurvana panditas tatra shobhana. Dronacharya is a Brahmana. Karna says, calls him Pandita. Pandit, as I said. He says, Pandit. He says, where Pandits, what? Prasadeshu vichitreshu. There are certain places where Pandits are good. They are shobhana. They naturally are resplendent in those contexts. They're good in those contexts. Like in temples, Vichitra temples, all manners of temples. They're good. Goshtishu upavaneshu cha, in assembly of men discussing scholarly matters. In gardens and in Katha Vichitra Kurvana and in storytelling. All manners of stories. Panditas tatra shobhana. So, Panditas are good in those things, yeah. But as far as handling weapons are concerned, yeah, they are good in handling weapons of yagya. They can handle that ladles with which you pour oblations. They're good. They are good at that. They are good in handling the vessels that are needed for a yagam. They are good in handling those darbhas and all that, and for doing prokshanam on various things. They are good for that. They are good for checking and telling what is the proper muhurta, what is the correct auspicious time for doing something. They are good for relating or finding out and telling about the good qualities and the bad qualities of one and all, of others. They are good for identifying the good qualities and the defects of elephants, horses, donkeys, camels, goats, etc. They're good for recognizing the ailments of men and beasts and for curing their illnesses. You can, for all such things, yes, you can consult Brahmanas. For putting auspicious signs in your house. Or if you have done some misdeed, and you can consult them, what is the parihara? What prayaschitta should you do? You can consult them. In fact, you should go to the Brahmanas for that. Those are the works that they shine in. Meaning to say, don't depend on Drona to tell you the war maneuvers. He will tell you the good points of the enemy. Karna says, I see that the elders here have lost heart. But I, Karna, am enough. You have not heard the twang of my bow yet. When I sound that, Arjuna for sure will sit up, stop, sit up and take notice. And he will come to battle with me. Patri bhutascha kaunteyo brahmano gunavaniva sharoghan pratighanatu maya muktan sahasrashah. Karna is well known for giving dana to one and all, especially to Brahmanas. He never says no. He cannot say no. He will not say no. That is his vow. So he says, for me, Arjuna, Patribhutacha kaunteyo brahmano gunamaniva. For me, Arjuna is like a worthy Brahmana who is seeking bhiksha from me. And I will give him bhiksha of my arrows, which he will accept. He has to. This will be good. Today will be good. Arjuna is renowned in the three worlds for his mastery of bow, archery. But I am no less. But this will be a great battle, all right. Adyam ranam akshayam puravacha pratishutam bhatrashtraya dasyami nihatya samarerjunam. There is this matter of my oath, my vow, which I had publicly announced earlier, my debt, which I have to redeem. That debt which is akshaya, which is actually impossible, it's so vast that infinite obligation that I owe to the king, that is Duryodhana. That I will redeem today. I will repay that in full by killing Arjuna. I will kill him today. Like Garuda crushes a snake, I will crush Arjuna today. Like snakes entering their holes in the ground. Like that, my arrows will enter into Arjuna's body. By my own valor, by the weapons that I have got from Parashurama, I can face anyone, even Indra. He had given such a lecture on Dronacharya being a Brahmana. Parashurama was his guru. He has learned everything from him. So he's saying now, Dhvajagre vanarastishtan bhallena nihato maya deva patatam bhumo venadan bhairavan ravan. Dhvajagre vanarastishtan. And that ape which is sitting on his top of his flag will be killed by my arrow today. And he'll fall today, that he is going to fall on the ground along with the screaming Bhairavas. Karna, incidentally, is Surya's son. Arjuna is Indra's son. In the previous manifestation, Sugriva was Surya's son and Vali was Indra's son. Vali is now sitting as Arjuna, so to say. And Sugriva is sitting as Karna, so to say. And the ape in the sky is in the chariot of Arjuna. Hanuman. So Karna says, my arrows will make the Bhuta Ganas flee. And their cries of ha, ha, ha noise will reach the heavens. Today, the thorn in Duryodhana's heart will be removed from the root. I will kill Arjuna's horses. I will smash his chariot. I will make him fall on the ground. And I'll make him crawl on the battlefield like a snake. And you will all see this. Now, if you Kauravas want to take the cows, the cattle and go back, you can go back. Or if you want to sit by one side in your chariots, like audience, and watch the battle of Arjuna and me, you are welcome. If NATO doesn't want to join, can he not join? I can do it alone. Kripacharya spoke. Kripacharya. O Radheya, do not crave for war. You do not know the consequences. I have delved deep into the Shastras, and of all means of resolving a conflict, war is the most sinful, papishta. One must act always taking time and circumstances into consideration. Arjuna is not a weak foe. Remember his deeds. All by himself, he defeated the Uttarakuru. Uttarakuru is Russia side. All the Sthans and Russia. That's it. He defeated them all by himself. Remember Khandavavana, he defeated the Devas. Remember also that the Brahmacharya Virata that he has done. He has fought Shiva, Mahadeva single-handedly. And he has got Divyastras from Indra. Nivata Kavachas were undefeatable. Even by the Devas, Arjuna defeated them. Oh, Karna, tell me what are your accomplishments? Anyone who wants to fight Arjuna all by himself is in need of medicines. To fight Arjuna alone by yourself would be equal to putting your hand inside a king cobra's mouth and pulling its teeth. Pulling its fangs out with your fingers. Or like wearing a tree bark, anointing your body with ghee, and then walking through a fire. It is idiocy, murkhatha. By putting Pandavas for 13 years in exile, we have done nikriti, kapatam, deceit. And now Arjuna is like a lion who is suddenly unchained after 13 years. Beware! Beware! My suggestion is that we all join and with our combined force, we battle with Arjuna. Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, Duryodhana, yourself, Karna, Ashwathama, myself, if we all combine, then we can take on Indra or Arjuna. So let us get into formation. Meanwhile, this guy had called Dronacharya all kinds of names. Dronacharya's son Ashwathama. Ashwathama was very upset with Karna, that Karna had spoken disparagingly about his father, Drona. So he said, "Oh Karna, the battle has not even started. We have not yet even won the cattle, the cows. Yet you start boasting, bragging, tall talking so quickly. What is the basis of your confidence? What is the basis of your boasting? The kingdom that Duryodhana won by deceit? King Duryodhana. These Pandavas, Yudhishthira, Bhimasena, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, that you won in gambling. Have you ever defeated any one of them in war? In what war did you win Draupadi, by the way? You greedy, low-down fellows. Humiliated. You humiliated Draupadi in Rajya Sabha. For no reason. Do you remember what Vidura said at that time? He had said that this would lead to the decimation of Kauravas. Every person in the world has a limit of tolerance. When you people touched Draupadi that day, you exceeded the limit of tolerance of Arjuna. Shaya yadhartarashtrana pradurбhuto dhananjaya tvam punah pandito bhutva vacham vaktum hechasi. But know that the very reason Arjuna has been born is for destroying the sons of Dhritarashtra. And here you are, punah pandito bhutva vacham vaktum hechasi. Talking as if you're a pandita yourself. You want to be a pandita and give some lecture, a sermon to all. Garuda, whatever tree it touches, if a Garuda touches a tree, by its sheer speed and strength, when Garuda lands on a tree branch, the branches break. Likewise, whatever Arjuna touches will get smashed to smithereens. O Karna, Tatto Vishishtam Vedyena Dhanusham Amarat Samam Vasudeva Samam Yuddhe Tampartham Kona Pujayet. That Arjuna who is superior to you in valor. That Arjuna who is the equal of Indra in archery. That Arjuna who is the equal of Vasudeva, Sri Krishna in battle. That Partha who will not worship, O Duryodhana. Duryodhana, show today the valor that you showed that day in the Dyuta Sabha in gambling. May your brainy uncle Shakuni fight today. Remember, Arjuna's arrows are not going to be throwing Krita, Dwapara, Treta, Kali, the four numbers in the dice. No? He's not going to be throwing dice. His bow will be spitting arrows. Antagah pavano mrityu tathagnir badava mukha kuryurete kvachit chesham natu kruddho dhananjaya. Antaka yama pavana vayu mrityu itself, agni, forest fire, all these may leave a residue after they finish their job. Whole forest may not be burnt. Some trees will be standing. Some animals would have escaped, etc. But an angry Dhananjaya will leave nothing. Oh, Duryodhana, go like that day, Yuta Sabha, in that gambling. You may take Shakuni's help. You don't want Dronacharya. You don't want us. Go take Shakuni's help in battle. No one else will come to your side. Or, if I should not be speaking of the others, if they want, they may fight. I will not fight Arjuna. I will not fight him. I have not come here to fight with Arjuna. That was not the objective of that when we started on this engagement. I have come here to seize the cows of Matsya Desha, to fight Matsya Naresha, not Arjuna. Bhishma spoke. He said, "Oh, Duryodhana, Ashwatthama is right. Kripacharya is also right. And Karna's position to battle is from the point of view what he has spoken. He has spoken from the point of view of Kshatriya Dharma. But yes, one has to look at the time and circumstances. It is very easy to get deluded. Remember, the Pancha Pandavas are extraordinary people. They are extraordinary Kshatriyas. And the time is such that they are now on the rise. So Ashwatthama, whatever Karna has said, he has said so that he can motivate and enthuse everyone here. Please, Acharya Putra, he says. He calls Ashwatthama as Acharya Putra. Oh, Acharya Putra, Shamyatam. Please forgive Karna. Now is not the time for misunderstanding amongst us. When Arjuna has sounded the battle call and he waits. Oh, Acharya. Oh, Kripacharya. All of you, I ask you. Shamyatam, please forgive, please forgive. In Bharatakula, only Dronacharya, Kripacharya, and Ashwatthama have both complete Veda Jnana and Kshatriya Dharma Jnana. Only these three have got both of that. Complete Veda Jnana, in addition to complete Kshatriya Dharma Jnana as well there. So no point saying they should be only in the Yagasala and all. They have full Kshatriya Dharma Jnana. And then again in Vedanta, in Itihasa, in Purana, other than Parashurama, who is greater than Drona? He brings in Parashurama's name here to Karna. Who is greater than Drona? Brahmastram chaiva vedascha naitadanyatra drishyate acharya putra kshamatam nyayam kalo vibhedate vibhedane. Brahma, Veda, and Brahmastra, both together. In which person other than these two can you see? Oh Acharya Putra, Ashwatthama, please forgive us. Please forgive Karna. This time, the time right now, the context right now is not for misunderstanding. Manastabam, no. We have to go up, come together to fight Arjuna. Among the destroyers of the army, the biggest reason, the biggest cause that armies get destroyed is Veda, is misunderstanding between them, each other. As per scholars of war, Veda on your side splits in the ranks, is a Mahapapa. Acharya Putra, Shamyata. After Bhishma had spoken this, Duryodhana also came down from his high horse and he asks for forgiveness from Drona. Then Drona spoke. Drona spoke. He said, all right, now let us strategize. We have to use such a method by which Arjuna is not allowed to come anywhere near Duryodhana. He said, we got to do whatever it takes to ensure that there is no decapitation strike. We have to use such a method by which Arjuna is not allowed to come anywhere near Duryodhana. But first, sir, O Gangeya, O Pitama Bhishma, tell us, what is the status of the Ajnatavasa of the Pandavas? Is it still left? Do we have time? As per my calculation, we start, Bhishma. To give you a background first, before we say about getting to what Bhishma said, there are two ways in which calendars, the Chandra based on the moon, based on the sun. The Chandra Varsha, just based on the moon, 27 days or whatever, has 354 days. And the solar Surya Varsha has 365 days. In 5 Surya Varshas, you get 2 extra months of Chandra Varsha. This is called, if you are following that calendar, then you will have what is called as an Adhika Masa. To fill the year, the rest of 65 days, you will have an extra month every 5 years or so. Bhishma says, as per my calculation, in 13 years, they have had 5 months and 12 days, more than 13 years already. That means they are completed. They are running Adhika Masa time now, beyond that, all that. We are into the expired. The 12 plus 1 is over. And even if you take the Surya Vamsha, the other calendar, even so, 6 days have elapsed after the 13th year is completed. Their Ajnatavasa is complete. And you may be sure that Arjuna is well aware of this. He will not break his pratigya or vrata otherwise. Sarve chaiva mahatmanah sarve dharmarthako vidaha yesham yudhishthiro raja kasmad dharme paradhriyuhu. They who have Yudhishthira as their Raja, these Pandavas, each one of them is a Mahatma. Each one of them is all knowing about Dharma and Artha. Such as these Pandavas who are Yudhishthira as their Raja. How can they transgress Dharma at all? Now, please understand. In a battle, this particular statement that Bhishma says now comes everywhere in battle situations and before. In Ramayana it comes, in Bharata it comes, he says. Now, in a battle, one cannot say with certainty as to who will win. We may win, or Arjuna may win. So, O king, you cannot say for certain. So, one decision point. O king, decide fast. Do you want war? Do you want to fight? Decide fast. For Arjuna is coming fast in this direction. He is capable of burning the whole earth. You have a choice. If you feel right, strike a truce with him. On that note, we will conclude today's story. Fascinating story goes forward with prayers that all the conflicts in the world end. Har Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadeva Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Ram Ram Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Vettri Muruganukha Sadguru Swamina Jai Sri Anjaneya Swamina Jai. Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.